Looking for a way to connect with your preteens or teen children? Why not try playing video games? This is a growing trend among our current generation of parents who grew up playing the games themselves. And here to discuss is WSJ reporter Sarah E. Needleman, along with parent Kathy Davis and her 14-year-old son Will, who are joining us from Webster, New York. Welcome, everyone. So Kathy and Will, you guys enjoy playing Mario Kart together, is that right?
We do. Will enjoys beating me. Played, and I came in last place, and he was first. So.
Well, so Will, what do you think of your parents playing video games with you? Are your friends jealous?
My friends aren't really jealous. A lot of my friends do play video games with their parents as well, and you know, I like playing video games with my parents. It's it's a fun way, you experience something with your parents. They're interested in something I'm interested in as well. And I like doing it, definitely.
And so, Kathy, at what age did you start doing this with Will? When did it occur to you to do this? Did you like video games as a kid?
I don't think I really liked video games. I really only played Pac-Man. So it was by default. If I wanted to see my kids, I needed to play because they were... Especially Will grew up with his two older brothers playing, and Zelda was the game that they all loved. So I just kind of morphed into it with them, and they just exceeded all of my skills in a very short time. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun, and once I embraced that, it was a good experience.
So, Sarah, you wrote about this trend for the Wall Street Journal, and you say in your piece that parents and experts claim that benefits of playing video games with your kids include sometimes actually imparting life skills while playing Minecraft. Is that right?
Right. Well, a lot of families, when they play video games together, they do a lot of talking. It's not just pressing buttons. And so it's a great time to just discuss what's going on in your day. Sometimes they talk about more serious issues like sexuality and bullying. But it's really just a moment to sit down and have fun together and just chat.
So, Kathy, have you experienced this? Do you feel more relaxed around Will when you're playing video games? Do you start talking about other things?
I think that's true, depending on some of the games. Some of the games they play are just, one-player journey games, and I'll sit there and watch it, and I'll ask them, well, what do you thought about that, or why did you make that decision? And, it gets us bringing up other subjects, life subjects.
Do you feel more comfortable with your mom and your dad? I know your dad plays with you, too, when you guys are playing games together?
I'd say, yeah, it's a nice thing because I feel like at home playing video games, it's something I really enjoy doing. And when my parents are, doing that with me or, there while I'm doing that, it's definitely, I feel comfortable with them.
But, we also hear that we got to limit screen time. So, Kathy, do you impose limits on the game playing either that happens in your house, either with or without you?
I used to, and it was always very difficult, and it seemed like it was a constant battle, and that was very difficult for them. It was stressful for me. When they were little, I think it's very important that you do, ration the screen time. You got to get chores done, you got to get your homework done, and then you can have screen time. Or we would also have them earn screen time. So if they read a book, they could earn 15 minutes of screen time. So that worked really well when they were small. Now that they're older, I tend to let them budget their screen time.
Yeah, I've got small kids myself, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Sarah, what about that? Again, as parents, we're told one thing about screen time, but obviously not all screen time is created equal. So are there some games or types of games experts advise steering clear of, others that they recommend?
Well, I mean, there are ratings for video games just like there are for movies. So M for mature, E for everyone. So naturally, you want to be selective in which games you approve your children of playing. And if you're still not sure, just sit over their shoulders and watch them play or play with them. And that's the best way to make that decision. It'll vary from family to family, but there are definitely options out there for making sure your kids are playing kid-friendly games.
All right, Sarah, thanks so much. And Will, do you ever let your mom win? Be honest, or are you a killer every time?
I usually don't let her win, so I
Good move. All right. Thank you, Sarah, Kathy, and Will.
My pleasure.